Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Life Coach Corner. It's the month, it's July month, and it's the month that we're gonna help you out harmonize your life. And for the month of July, we're talking about areas of your life that would allow you to just really put yourself in a stage in which you're living in the present, especially in the areas of your health, wealth, and the relationship. And what we're gonna share with you are secrets for you to harmonize all of these three aspects on your life so that you can have perfect synergy in all this aspect. Don't miss this transformative series. We started this series July 1st. It's now July 5th. So I hope you are enjoying so far by far the learnings that we've been sharing from the senior coaches. And if you want to know more about topics that can help you out in your journey, if you are a professional life coach or a life coach where you're looking for a niche, you're looking for a market, you're looking for a people, you're looking for the people that you want to serve, and you're still figuring out, you don't know who they are or where they're at, right? And you need some support, then you are in the right space. We are a community of life coaches, and we are certified by Master Coach A through her CACC, or the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Certification Program. It's a 2-day course. It's a face-to-face course for those of you who are in the metro who wanna experience a face-to-face life coaching certification program. And if you wanna experience in online, maybe you're in not in the metro, in different part of the Philippines, or maybe in the States or other areas of the Philippines, but you want to be able to certify with a profession or with a certifying body that is have proven methodologies, strategies, and even results that would allow you to help people and simplify your life, then we offer that here at Life Coach Philippines International. And in this month, as I've shared to you, we're helping you with a transformative series to help you accelerate your coaching journey and transform your practice into a thriving career success or a thriving success. If this is the first time you're joining me, I am life coach Shaun. I'm presently the man from Pasig City and the life coach dad. I've been in the life coaching profession since May 2018. And one of the things that I've realized in my journey is for you to be able to help yourself and your children to be able to live a meaningful and fulfilled life, is you need to help them, support them to find or discover a talent that they have, help them, guide them to develop it, then find ways for you or for them to monetize their talent. If that is something that you have the heart for, maybe you are someone who has worked in the corporate world, who have seen, experienced time and again where people are struggling in there, they're very successful in their career, they have been promoted, they have the salary and all of these different things, but when they hit the midlife crisis, they start questioning what is it that they want to do in life. And I'm sure that you have a dream or you have a goal when you were in elementary, when you were in grade school, in high school, and even in college, where you wanted to be that kind of person, but because of many reasons, from finances, from directions, from influences from your parents, and all of those jazz that you see in social media right now, you made a decision to move to a different path, and you're wondering, is this the life for me? I'm successful, but there's still something in me that's missing. Then life coaching would just allow you to move forward and find that talent that you can monetize. And if you have a child and you have this heart for your child, for them to find their way through your guidance, then life coaching will enable you to do that. My children, bless them, they're 22 years old and 19 years old. My son is going to turn 19 years old and my daughter is 22 years old. And one of the things I've helped them out is to monetize a talent. My daughter is a creative entrepreneur, and she is doing artistic work, and she is an animator, an illustrator, and also a game master. And my son is also a creative entrepreneur, which is working on leather works. And, check their crafts, check their works at Creative Brewers Facebook page. You can see the work that they do. And if it's something that, share that with your children, and if your children likes it, then we'll be happy to help your child, train your child, and develop your child so that they can do the same as my children has been doing. They started their business back in December. And if this is for you, if this is something that, you want to be able to move forward, you want to be able to develop, maybe you're still in the corporate world right now or looking for the job, but you want to be able to strengthen that talent of yours on the side, then I recommend that you check their page, Creative Brewers in Facebook. All right. Now, in this episode of Life Coach Corner for the month of July, we're going to help you share with you practical guidance on essential coaching life skills and strategies, and also give you the insights in mastering social interactions and unlocking your truest potential. You know, I know that there is something in you that you can still accelerate, you can still unlock, you can still level up with the right environment and the right support, then that is something that's possible, proven time and again. I'm very good example of this. This is something that you can do, and we're gonna help you out deep dive into a multifaceted world of life coaching. Maybe you've heard about this, maybe you kind of have an idea of what life coaching is, and what I'm going to share with you today is an experience of transformative power of coaching, and we're going to help you out harmonize, as I shared a while ago, health, wealth, and relationship, so that you can live a fulfilled life. Of course, we are broadcasting live, as you're seeing me right now. If you see the live, logo in there, the upper right left side of the screen. We're broadcasting on Life Coach Philippines International. We also have a YouTube channel, Life Coach Philippines International. We are broadcasting live in our Facebook pages of Life Coach Oman, Life Coach Kuwait, Life Coach Eastern Visayas, Life Coach Davao Region, and Life Coach NCR. So whenever you're watching us, if you want to know more about how we can support you, please feel free to visit and message us in the message us in there. Just click on the link message, and we'll be happy to help you in your journey as we move along. So thank you, Jeb. Hey, thank you, Jeb, for joining. Hope to see you tomorrow for open mic with Coach Orville. If you want to be there, I'll see you in there. But if you're not going to be here, I'll see you soon. Okay. I hope your everything is doing well at school and everything in your life right now. So let me talk about coaching first. What is coaching? Coaching is a form of development. It is where a trained, credentialed professional, which is a coach or life coach, supports clients in achieving a specific personal and professional goal by providing insights. They're providing guidance, utilizing toolkits, okay, strategies, or sometimes what we call mental models for you to simplify your life. We're doing this with different kinds of ways or mediums or processes or procedures or styles and skills and techniques, all of these different things that we've learned for the last couple of years, of course, through our education, our training, and also our practice. As we get result, as we see improvements in our life, improvements with our client, then we utilize those learnings and implement it to people that need support in areas of your life, as we shared, in the areas of their health, wealth, and relationship. And to put it simply, what coaching does, it's a process that aims to improve an area of your life. Okay, improve an area of your life, an area of your work, so that you can focus on the here versus focusing on the past and the future. You see, a handful of people go through life not able to enjoy the present moment because they're staying in the past, and they experience this fear, or they have anxiety on the future because they're overthinking of things, right? Instead of them practicing, implementing, and seeing results and making the adjustment as they see the result or as they progress. So if you are someone who's still struggling, you're thinking, coach, I don't feel that I want to do this creative journey of me being an entrepreneur, or in other countries, an entrepreneur, and you feeling that I don't have the talent, I don't have the financial support, I don't have the support from my parents or what have you, but deep in your heart and deep in your mind that you can, then visit us. We have a coaching hub at Tikap Cup Republic. We're located inside Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. If you want to experience healing and transformation, maybe you experience some pain in your past, maybe it's a experience that you have with your parents that, they didn't really understand what you were going through, what you were experiencing, and even the needs and wants that you have. And instead of them really sitting down and hearing you, they kind of shrug you away, and you feel bad about yourself. You feel that you were neglected. You feel that you weren't important. You feel that you were not significant. Then that place, the Cup Republic, will create that feeling that you are wanted and you are significant and your ideas and thoughts matter. And as you journey along, as you heal, then you have a support system in there that will allow you to progress. So if you want to know more, just visit the Copy Republic. We also have a Facebook page for you so you can be supported in your journey. Okay? Now, let's talk about my topic. That my topic tonight is marriage and couples coaching. How many of you can relate with me? Okay. What is you might ask a lot of people ask me this, okay? What's the difference between coaching and counseling? You know, the people would ask what's the difference. I'm not gonna focus on counseling, but in a nutshell, counseling talks about the past. Okay, that's the difference. Now, in coaching, when we talk about coaching, it's very different. Okay, sometimes this gets interchanged. It's very different because in coaching, when you talk about coaching, talks about the present. Okay, coaching is the present. It's a present, then moving forward. What we're doing is facilitating healing and transformation. Okay, we're not focusing on the past. What we're focusing on is the person's ability to solve their problems in the present, right? Because you cannot solve your problem from the past. If you're constantly thinking about the past, it's done already. Okay? If you've experienced infidelity, if you're experienced in which your spouse hurt you, if you've experienced where someone has hurt you deeply, we cannot change anything there. What you can change is the present. Okay? You can do something about the present. Now, we're not also focusing on the future because the future is yet to happen. And the future happens today. The future happens today. You need to do something today so that you can transform, you can shift, you can change the future. And what a coach does is a coach will help you, will guide you so that you have a better understanding of who you are, who you were, and who you can be. Because a coach and the coachee and our clients will co create a solution specific to the issues together. Okay, co creation. That is the beauty of life coaching. So if you have experience, the right coaching approach is a co-creation. It's not the agenda of the coach. It's like my agenda of what you need to be or who you need to be, but it's a co-creation in which the coach will be a guide and the client will be the main player. Okay, the main player will do all the work, will do all of the grunt work, and the coach will be there to allow you to see things in perspective. Now, in coaching, we don't tell you what to do because we recognize that you can solve your problems. I mean, you have solved your problem already. From the day you were born up until today, there are certain situations that you have decided to solve areas of your life, whether it be you had a health issue, you have a relationship issue, you have a financial issues, all of these different things. You work on that every single day for you to be able to solve it. But what we help you is to fast track that transition. So you don't need to wait for a couple of years, even months, just a couple of sessions with a coach. It will already allow you to understand and recognize which areas of focus you need to tweak, little by little. Doesn't need to be that big, just a little tweak here and there, and you can recognize where there is some tension in your life. And here I'm going to talk about marriage and couple relationship. If you are ready, Coach Lady Jan, maraming salamat for joining. Tag your friends in there, tag nap in the session. Let's have a conversation. Let me give you some insights on how powerful marriage and couple coaching is. If this is something that you are thinking of exploring, if you are a coach and you want to deep dive into this niche, let us know. Let me help you out. We can guide you so that you can have the proper skill, the proper support, and the proper toolkits that can help you or help your clients go through the journey of healing and transformation. Okay, so just message us 0917-569-4200. If you need support, that's my number, and we can help you. I can help you out in your journey. Now, what a coach does is it will help you figure out what will work best for you. Okay, especially as a couple. It again, it's a co-creation. We're not gonna tell you that hey, you need to do A, B, C, and D. What we will do is give you toolkits for you to go through it, and we will facilitate the process so you can make the right decision. Because what the coach does is provide you tools. Okay, tools that you can learn and practice. Learn and practice. So it goes hand in hand, right? Not just learn, then you don't do anything. That's not gonna work. Okay. And you can apply these tools in your life so you can find which tools. If it doesn't work, what we'll do is find other tools to help you in your journey and which one do not. That is the beauty of life coaching, because instead of you just figuring out things, doing things the same thing over and over again, you now had a different perspective or a different way or different strategies for you to move forward. And it's common in a relationship that is reactive, right? How many of you can relate with me? That the response is reactive. You get emotional, you get fight or flight responses, you get angry, you get frustrated, all of these different things, which is not helping you develop the kind of person you want to be, to the kind of future or the kind of marriage or the kind of couple relationship that you want in the future. Typically, what happens in a reactive relationship, when you hear something, you know when they hear something they don't like, when they hear something they don't like, they react. When they see something they don't like, they react. When they feel something that they don't like, they react. So all of the responses are reactive. And we know what happens in a reactive relationship, right? It's not a good relationship. It becomes toxic at times. It becomes a recurring negative thought patterns. You experience rumination. And that is where a handful of people experience anxiety and depression in a relationship, because they can't seem to figure out what is wrong, or they know what's wrong, but they are not in a space where they feel safe, that they can be listened to, and they're not going to be judged. How many of you can relate with me? Of course, we know in the start of a relationship, it didn't start that way, right? Everything was all flowers, bloomy, the sky is high, you have the sun, the moon, the stars, and all of those different things, which is good, right? You feel that way. You feel in love. It's a feel good state. In love state is a feel good state. You get along, you go to different places, you eat, you do all of these things. It's great. It's great. I mean, we cannot discount that, right? It's very beautiful life. But in time, however, things started to change. Time started to change. You get busy, you get promoted, you have kids, you have all of these right transitions. Then boom, everything goes south, right? One of you is going north, the other was going south. Then that is where the struggle in a relationship is. And this is where coaching will provide you guidance. Of course, I highly recommend, especially if you are someone who's just making a decision. Maybe you've just passed by here. Oh, what is marriage and couples coaching? Maybe you're someone who's just recently have been proposed to, or you're proposing for marriage, and you're thinking, okay, I will need to prepare myself for the kind of life that I will live and the kind of person that I need to be. The best way for you to avoid what you see in the internet and what's going on is the be preventive. So getting coach ahead of you getting married, so you can see everything before you're deciding, is the best way for you. But of course, if you are already married, if you're married already, you've been with that person for a couple of years already, then coaching will still help you. Now it's coming from an intervention space, because again, in coaching the focus is finding solution rather than problem, right? Because problems, when you focus on the problem, you're focusing on the person. Focusing on the person. Don't focus on the person. When you're focusing on solution, you're focusing on yourself, because you're moving towards your creative brain for you to find ways to respond better, to think of different ways, to change your narrative that focuses on possibilities. Okay? Possibilities. What is possible? Now, when you are solution focused, when we shift the conversation to solution focus, you create a deeper connection, because you're now able to interact. You're now able to communicate. You're open to feedback. You're open to topics that might be taboo or might be hurting for you. You step back because it's now a creative environment. You're communicating more effectively, because we know, right? Couples at times difficult to communicate because nakakahiya naman, or parang wala namang kwenta, and all of these different things. For those of you who's not a native Filipino, I'm speaking in our native tongue, so that I can just get across. But at the end of the day, what really happens in a communication gap, right? You have different explanations or interpretations of the word you use, and even the way that you utter things, that it can be a conflict. it creates conflict. So that's what coaching does. Of course, when you go through coaching, you feel empowered in your marriage because right now, oh, I now have this innate control of myself. I can control now myself and I can respond better in your marriage. Of course, it's now focusing on mutual relationship, mutual goals. You are now working on a mutual goal, which, of course, to strengthen your marriage, and you're now carving out time to have meaningful conversations. You just not don't go to different places just for the heck of going there, right? At times you go to places just it's a party and so on. You get drunk and nothing really happens there and there. Right? You're not growing, you're not progressing, and it's not really helping you in your marriage and your career. And of course, it navigates to relational, familiar, and work stress. Right, because you're now able to help each other, share some thoughts, ideas, insights in there, so that you can support in each other. And also it's great for change and growth together, right? You go together. I think that's a beautiful thing about it. At times I've seen time and again, and I'm not exempted here, by the way, going through a relationship in which you are not growing at least on at par. If someone is growing so fast and the other one is left behind and the other person is not doing their part to progress and advance, that can be a challenge, really a challenge. I've been there, didn't work for me. Unfortunately, my marriage didn't work, but my learnings, you can use that learning for you to be able to develop areas of your life so that you can have a grip. How many of you need that? How many of you deserve that? How many of you are saying yes to that kind of relationship? Right? Now, what I'm going to share to you are 5 simple tips. Okay, 5 simple tips that you can start implementing. I'm going to go this here very quick, but if you need help and support, just message us here at Life Coach Philippines International, and we'll go through the process and guide you so that you can implement specific tips, right? We give you tools and strategies and mental models to practice so that you can elevate the way that you're living your relationship. Okay? If you're ready, 5 tips. 5 tips to harmonize your marriage. Number 1 is learn from the past, change the present, and focus on the future. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is learn from the problem and focus on the solution. Okay? Tip number 3 is learn where the blame is coming from and promote accountability. Both of you need to promote accountability. Number 4 is learn to seek forgiveness first for yourself. Okay? Yourself first, then to your spouse, and take the necessary steps to do better, be responsible and accountable. And number 5, seek professional help, seek professional guidance. Couples often overlook getting outside support, from the start because they believe that they can handle it. But of course, we know what happens, right? If we do things the same thing over and over again, you won't solve anything. You will have the same issues, same problems, what have you, because the differences hinders you from expressing yourself without any judgment. So that is what we're bridging. We're bridging the differences so that you have the same language as you do. So simple step that you can bridge the gap in your marriage. Just do reflection and goal setting. Create a roadmap for your goals, accountability and regular check-in, toolkits and exercises, and also a safe space to provide insights and emotional support. That is how the coaching process would go. If you avail of it, then we'll go through that journey. That will be your success path. And if you want to know more about how this coaching program can help you as a coach and as a client or a coachee, then message us here at Life Coach Philippines International or wherever you're watching us, because the power of coaching stems from a clear roadmap for the couple's future. It's both deciding you're going to set aside to where you want to be by acknowledging where you are in the present. And that's the beautiful thing about coaching, because it provides a space for couples to stretch their communication muscles, okay? Build resilience and take the necessary steps towards a shared goals. And I think that's what everyone in a couple relationship, in a marriage wants, right? It's really focusing on what is possible. Okay, what is possible to your marriage? Who do you want to be in the future, so that you can build that today? And that is the power of coaching, because it changes you and it also changes the course of the future generation, which is your children. Again, if you need help and support, messages here at Life Coach Philippines International. Feel free to connect with us or connect with me. You can check my page, Life Coach Shaun De Joya, to know more about parenting and how you can improve your relationship. And if you want to avail of our classes. We have a in-person community events at the CACC Republic, of course, every Tuesday. That's Kapehan Night with Master Coach at 12 midnight. And we also have prayer morning every Friday at 3 p.m. 3 a.m. That's Cabin Life at the Campfire. And Saturday, that's going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. open mic with Coach Orville. And if you are interested to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach, just connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661 to learn more about the Co-Active Co-Create Life Coach Certification by Master Coach A. We have a class that's scheduled. It's a face-to-face class on July 20th and 27th at the Function Hall at the Cup Coffee Republic. So I look forward meeting you in one of the classes. I look forward working with you in your journey. And, at the end of the day, if you start if you decide to make a change and you have the proper support and you have guidance, then you will be okay because we have the playbook to help you in your journey. Maraming salamat. Do join us back again tomorrow for another episode of Life Coach Corner. Tomorrow is going to be Coach Marife, which talks about grief and loss coaching. Maraming salamat for joining us. Have a great and pleasant Friday night and a weekend to you. Enjoy the moment. Have a fruitful conversation with your spouse. Just do one thing. Just ask yourself one thing that you can do differently based on what you've learned in this episode. Thank you. Good evening. Maraming salamat. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.